Hey, this is Mark, and today I'm going to be working on a data recovery. This is a Pantech P8010. It's basically kind of a junk cell phone, a junk smartphone. It's not something you would normally want to fix just because it's more cost effective to replace. But if you need data, then you need data. And on this one, we need data. So rather than try and go in blind and fix a phone, which, there's no documentation, there's no schematics, I don't have donor boards, I don't have a known good to compare to. So rather than all of that, my approach here is just going to be to remove this IC, which is the EMMC, and then read it directly with a card reader like this one here. So that's what we're doing today. So the first step is to identify the EMMC and remove the shields over it, which I've already done. And now I'm going to remove the EMMC without damaging it. The most important step. I can see this solder around the edges here melting pretty easily, but that's a lower melt solder. What I'm really looking for is these caps to start getting loose. Then I know I'm getting around the temperature where this chip will come up. These can be very difficult to get up sometimes because they are very often, as in this one, underfilled. You can see solder squirting out the edge there. Right, we're getting there now. There we go. All right, so here is our chip. Dug into that underfill a bit, but the chip's still fine. And this is our EMMC. So now the next step is to, I want to get rid of all this underfill so it'll sit nicely in my reader. I'm just taking a hot iron and just kind of scrubbing away at the area where the balls are there, because you can't really pick all of that out. Now I can come through and just kind of cut the rest of this off. Don't need that hot air anymore. All right, so this close to being ready to go into the reader. But as you can see, a lot of these, there's still some underfill around, and a lot of these pads are really like gray looking, and you don't want that. So I'm gonna go over this with some wick really quick to just get rid of that last of the underfill that's left. The wick does a good job of scrubbing away whatever's left. That's good. And now I'm going to go through and just lightly tin every pad with some leaded solder, just so that the pins in my reader can make a good connection. And I don't have it, all of these pads aren't necessary, but I have not memorized which ones are necessary and which ones aren't, so I just tin them all. It just takes a couple of minutes. There's other ways to go about this too. You can, there's other kind of readers that you can solder the chip onto, or you can like run wires from the chip to something that will convert to a USB that you can plug in. But I find using the chip reader is just the quickest, most straightforward way to get to the data. I'm not going to be able to show the whole process just because I'm really not set up to record that. So once I get the chip prepared and get it into the reader, then it goes into a computer that I have set up running Linux, and then I've got to go through and make an image of the disk, and then I work with the recovery software on that image to go through and recover all the photos, recover all the contacts and messages, and convert them to readable formats. So yeah, there's a lot more that goes into it that I won't be able to show on this recording, but the basic preparation I can. Some of these pads don't want to tin really well. So I guess this doesn't really make for a very entertaining video. So I'll finish the rest of this off camera. But once all the pads are prepped and nice and shiny, like most of these are, then you clean off all of the flux. Make sure the underfill is not stuck to the edges anymore. All right, that's good. And then just pop it into this chip reader and plug this into the computer, and that's all there is to it. Well, there's a lot more to it. But yeah, once I've got this connected to the computer, it's basically all software based from there, and I'm just creating an image of the user data partition and then working with that image to extract whatever data I need. So yeah, Android chip off data recovery. Thanks for watching.